Hey everybody, Patrick here from Rap4 talking about different setups for the 468. This is a setup that I recently created. I'm going to go over the accessories I chose and why. First of all, I put a 16-inch barrel on this because it's going to be the most realistic to a real AR-15 that I'm allowed to have as a civilian. Otherwise it's classified as an SBR or short-barreled rifle, which is a classification only authorized for law enforcement or other agencies. I put a long Riz handguard on this because just like the barrel, this is going to be the most common size on a civilian AR-15. It also gives me plenty of room for accessories like these rail covers here. Now I put these rail covers where they are because as I hold the marker, it's perfectly where my hand is, and it exposes this side for any lasers, flashlights, or any other accessories that I want to attach to it. On the top I have a K36 sight rail. Now this is my favorite riser for adding optics to. In paintball, when you have a mask on, it's pretty hard to get behind an optic that's just mounted straight to the receiver. So risers help out a lot. A lot of the pictures that we post on our Facebook page or share from our customers that post them there all have risers on it because these players have found that it's just a lot easier to aim with. The K36 rail is my favorite because it gives it a real aggressive look, and it's the longest rail out there. So if you were to have maybe a magnifier combo, or if you wanted to have some flip up iron sights, you can mount it straight to the top of this rail. You have the length there to do it. I chose a standard 1x30 red dot sight. I like this one a lot because it looks pretty similar to the kind that you would see mounted to a top of a G36 rail like this K36 replica, but it doesn't have the extra mount that I'm not going to need since I'm using this riser. Now the mag well on this 468 takes the retro mags or the Scarab mags for first strike capability if that's what you're looking for. On the back here I have a mil-spec solid remote line adapter and a rib cage buttstock. I chose a rib cage buttstock mainly because this pad here is really comfortable. It's nice and wide, it's soft, and it has just the right amount of grip to shoulder it and keep it there without moving. I also prefer remote lines because it's giving me a pretty realistic feel here on this buttstock. The 13 CI tank and stock system also is very nice, but I prefer to have the tank on a battle belt that I'm going to be wearing anyway. Just a personal preference. Now the barrel that I chose, the 16-incher, is rifled, and that's going to help me get a little bit more accuracy out of this thing that I would otherwise. Our rifling is in straight grooves, so it doesn't confuse the paintball as it's coming out. And attached to this whole thing, I have an OD green Rap4 2-point sling. The sling has a little bit of spring to it here on the ends, has some elasticity that's going to help me out when I'm running around, so that impact from the marker doesn't go straight to my shoulder. And it connects with a couple of quick disconnect clips. And one really cool thing about these slings, if you wanted to have it, is that you can have multiple setups for it. I can take off this attachment point here, clip it on there, and now I've got a 1-point sling. It's not something that I see too many people do, but it's a way to have that same variability in those mag pull slings without the price tag. So I'm just going to unclip it, put it back up front, and now I'm back to a 2-point sling like before. Now on this marker I left a bunch of free rails because I already have some accessories at home that I want to attach to it. I have a flashlight laser combo that's going to go perfect on the side right here, but we're curious what you think you would add to this marker to make it a perfect package. Go to our Facebook page, it's facebook.com/Rap4USA, and let us know.